Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at something pretty interesting that's popped up in recent search trends.
Yeah, a real curiosity.
Yeah, and it revolves around the rapper Young Scooter.
Right.
Seems like a lot of you out there trying to figure something out.
Absolutely, and we're seeing quite a few searches that focus specifically on his well-being. There's a lot of repetition of certain phrases.
Oh, interesting. Like what?
Like, young Scooter killed, young Scooter death, young Scooter dead, just repeatedly popping up. And it points to a pretty central question that a lot of people seem to have on their minds right now.
That being, is young Scooter still alive?
Yeah.
I mean, the number of these searches, the variety, it really suggests that there's some uncertainty out there.
Yeah.
We see young Scooter passed away, young Scooter died, rapper young Scooter.
Right.
Even just straight up, is young Scooter dead? Young Scooter dead? With a question mark.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely seems like there's some kind of rumor or something circulating.
So what do you make of that level of just like intense questioning?
Well, what's interesting to me is the urgency that these searches seem to convey. It's not just like casual curiosity about a celebrity. It's a very direct and repeated inquiry about his mortality.
Right.
And that kind of search behavior often means that some event or some piece of information, accurate or not, has sort of triggered this widespread concern.
That's fascinating. Now, we're also seeing Atlanta news coming up in these related searches.
Yeah.
Makes sense given his ties to Atlanta, to the music scene there.
Yeah, definitely.
That people would be looking to local news outlets for confirmation or denial of these rumors.
Absolutely. It implies the search for credible and geographically relevant information.
Yeah.
The inclusion of Atlanta really grounds the search in a very specific location. People aren't just looking anywhere. They're trying to find out what's being reported in young Scooter's home area.
Right.
So it kind of highlights that desire for local sources when these kinds of rumors start spreading.
But then here's where it gets interesting, right? Juxtaposed with all these searches about his potential death, we're also seeing a good number of searches for young Scooter birthday.
Yeah.
Kind of a contrast.
Absolutely. The presence of young Scooter birthday really introduces a whole different angle to this.
Yeah.
It suggests that there's also interest in celebrating his life, maybe tied to a recent or upcoming birthday. It could indicate conflicting information circulating online or just different facets of public engagement with the artist.
So how do these two seemingly opposing trends coexist in the search data?
Yeah, that is the question. You have this very strong indication of concern and potential bad news alongside searches that suggest life and celebration.
Right. It's like it makes you think about the information landscape that we're all navigating right now.
It really does.
Could the young Scooter birthday searches be like a reaction to the rumors? Fans are trying to find the positive, the good news.
It's certainly possible. It could also be that the birthday interest is completely separate, maybe driven by social media or scheduled events.
Right.
And then the death-related searches are stemming from something else entirely, unrelated, unverified sources.
Right.
This whole thing really underscores how quickly, and sometimes chaotically, information spreads online, especially about people in the public eye.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unsubstantiated claims can really gain traction in a hurry.
So let's bring it all together. Looking at these searches, right? The death inquiries alongside these birthday searches, and then that regional element with Atlanta news thrown in.
Yeah.
What's the main thing that you, the listener, should take away about the situation with young Scooter based on this data alone?
So based on what we see here, just this snapshot of search trends, we can definitively say there's no clear confirmation within this data that young Scooters has passed away. The sheer number of death-related searches definitely indicates there's a significant level of speculation, of uncertainty out there.
Right.
But the concurrent interest, and it's notable in his birthday, really suggests that these rumors are most likely unfounded or at the very least not definitively confirmed.
That young scooter birthday search is really a powerful counter-indicator to the death rumors.
Yeah.
Implies, ongoing life, the possibility of recent or upcoming celebrations, really directly contradicts that narrative of his passing.
Right. And it highlights the power of online searches. I mean, they're really a reflection of public curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
And they often show how quickly unverified information spreads, especially when it comes to news about celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
The contrast between the death searches and the birthday searches is a good reminder of how these conflicting narratives can exist online at the same time.
Absolutely. So as you're navigating the digital world, as you're coming across news and rumors, especially about public figures, think about this. What does this pattern of searching tell us about how we consume and process information in the digital age?
Yeah.
What are the implications of these kinds of online rumors? How important is it to seek out those verified sources before just accepting something as fact? It gives you something to think about.
A lot to consider.
Thanks for joining us for another Deep Dive. We'll catch you next time.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.